here's another example that's a little bit tricky, but we can maneuver. I'm sure we can. Mike gets paid $12 every bike he sells and $14 every video game he sells. His base salary is $150 per week. What is his salary for the week if he sells 16 bikes and 2 video games? Alright, so all the information is before you. So if he gets $12 for every bike he sells, and he sells 16 bikes, therefore we know that the $12 multiplied by 16 bikes is going to be a part of his salary. Plus, if he gets $14 every video game he sells, we know that 14 times 2 will be a part of his salary, plus the $150 he gets per week as base salary. All of these, after we sum them, will be a part of his salary. So let's go ahead and calculate. It's going to be 12 times 16, 192, 14 times 2, 28, and 150. Add these three, and we get $370, and that's the amount he got for the week. All right, and $12 for each bike sold. He sold 16 bikes. $14 for each video game sold. He sold 2 video games, and $150 as his base salary. Base salary meaning if he doesn't sell anything, he still gets this. So this is what he gets fixed every week, plus anything he sells. All right, great. Next example. Okay, great. Antonio is paid $14 per hour for the typical 40-hour work week, and overtime is time and a half. What is his salary after working 64 hours for the week? So we know that he worked 64 hours for the week. He's paid $14 per hour and is paid time and a half. So this is important, this is important, this is important, and this is important. And also this, because they tell you that it's a 40-hour work week. All right. So let's dissect what is regular hours and what's overtime. So because we know 40 hours is regular hours, stated here. Anything beyond this is overtime. Therefore, overtime is going to be 64 minus the 40, which is going to be 24. So 24 is the overtime. He's paid $14. Let me push this up a little bit more. He's paid $14 for regular working hours, and he's paid time and a half for overtime. Therefore, it's going to be 14 plus half of 14. It's going to be 7. 14 plus 7 is 21. All right, and now we do our calculations. 14 times 40 equal to 560. 24 times 21 is equal to 504. When we add these, we get 1064. And that is his week's salary. That is his week's salary. All right? Good. Next example. Mary is paid $15 per hour for a 38-hour work week. Flag this immediately. So Mary's work week is 38 hours, not 40. Mary's work week is 38 hours and not 40. Good. And OT, which is overtime, OT is overtime, is time and a half. What is her week salary if she works 47 hours? So because we know the work week is 38, anything in excess of the 38 is considered overtime. So we know her original work week is 38 and she worked 47 hours. Therefore, the difference between the 47 and the 38 will be the overtime. And the difference is 9. Alright, because 38 plus 9 equals 47. And that's the amount of overtime she worked. The regular hourly rate is $15. So we know that she bills the company $15 per hour for the first 38 hours. And then for the next 9 hours, she bills them time and a half. Or the hourly wage is time and a half, which is 15 plus half of 15. Half of 15 is 7.5. So 7.5 plus 15 is 22.5. Alright, we go to our calculator. 570. Write this line closer. Plus 9, no. 9 times 22.5. 9 times 22.5. 202.5. We add these to get the 772.5 salary. Alright. In most cases, you'll have to subtract taxes, but yeah, this is the gross salary when calculating base pay and overtime pay. Alright. That's J2T. We have a few more questions to go, and then we begin another topic. Stay tuned.